Malati, working as an assistant professor of English in V.V. Vanyaprama College for Women, Virudhunagar. Kenneth Slessor was born in 1901 and he died in 1971. He is a very famous Australian poet, journalist, and official war correspondent in the Second World War. So the famous prize, Kenneth Slessor Prize for Poetry, is named after him. It was given to the poet who has written a collection of poems in a book form. As a very famous prize for poetry is given to the author who has secured this prize. The prize amount is £30,000. So first of all, we have to know the background for the poetry. The first poem, Beach Burial, it was written during the Second World War. So first of all, we have to know the background for the poetry. During the Second World War, Kenneth Slessor has the opportunity to go all around the world on behalf of the Australian division. So he had travelled with 9th Australian Division, which was fought to gain territory near the Egyptian city of El Alamein. This is a very famous battle we can find in the Second World War, and in this battle in 1942, all the opponent groups were died and they were killed and captured by the opposite group. And this horrific experience was filled with very much problem, and he has written all these emotions in his poetry, Beach Burial. So first of all, we have to know the background, and then we are going to see the basic elements found in Beach Burial. This is the poetry which gives the burial sites along the coast of Egypt. It focuses on the Gulf of Arab, which near the city of Alexandria. We can find this poetry as an elegy because it laments the death of the soldiers in the Second World War. Throughout the poem, the poet considers the price of war and high number of lives which has been lost because of the Second World War. And here we can find the poetry lines: softly and humbly to the Gulf of Arabs, the convoys of dead sailors come. At night they sway and wander in the waters far under, but morning rolls them in the foam. We can find the first line softly, so because the dead bodies are moving in the waves of the Egyptian sea. So it was moving very softly and humbly near this Gulf of Arabs. They are coming as a convoys. Convoys is only group of sailors, group of soldiers. Here they are coming as a dead soldiers. So they did not make any noise. They are coming in the groups. At night they sway and they laid under the waters of the sea. And only in the morning, because of the sea waves, they are drowned. They are brought back to this shore by the foam of the sea. And between the sob and clubbing of the gunfire, here we can find in the line number 5, the someone. It's a very important point we have to remember here. So we do not know who is the person who buried all these dead soldiers. Here these are the soldiers we can find only in the seashore. So someone who between the sob and the clubbing of the gunfire, they had the time for this to bury these dead bodies. They collected look at this, to plug them from the shallows and bury them in burrows and spread the sand upon the nakedness. This is the very piteous way we can find here. Because someone, we do not know who buried all these dead bodies. Someone out of pity, they collected all the dead bodies on the seashore and they buried them in the burrows. Burrows refers to only the digging ground. Okay, they bury all these dead bodies in a single place, and only in the neat way we can find in the rows there, and they cover the dead bodies with the sand. So it was given in the last line, number 8. Next, and each cross and the driven stake of dyed wood bears the lost signature of men, written with such perplexity, with such bewildered pity, the words choke as they begin, unknown seaman, the ghostly pencil. The most famous line in this poem is unknown seaman, because in the graveyard only we can find the graves. So above the graves we can find the names of the persons who buried under this graveyard. But here that unknown person who buried all these dead men, they didn't know about the biography of these persons. So he has given the title Unknown Seaman on the graveyard. So each cross refers to the grass given in the graveyard, and each cross is only used. This tied wood refers to this driven wood, that is, and only in the seashore we can find many number of wood driven by the foam in the sea. So automatically we can find the unwanted tied wood or used as the cross for bearing the names of these dead persons, and he wrote this person's name as unknown seaman with such perplexity. Perplexity refers to one of this very puzzled manner. He didn't know about the biography or personal details about the person who died in the Second World War. So he has written only the general name for this unknown seaman. So coarsely pencil refers to only the soft, only the sharpness in the grass. Here we can find in the line number 13 to 16, unknown seaman, the coarsely pencil wavers and fades, the purple drifts, the breath of the wet season has washed their inscription as blue as drowned men's lips. So this is a simile we can find here in this poem. So once again we are referring to this unknown seaman, this inscription given in the grass. So at course of time, only because of the earth or breath of the wet season refers to only this, only by the wind. Okay, all the inscription in the graveyard must fade away, as like the men's lips maybe fade away after the death, after the burial of the person's dead bodies. So something like this, something like the dead body purple refers to only this blue color. So blue is only the fade color of the person's lips. So as like the person's lips after the burial of the dead person, here we can find the one of the breeze or one of the air. So they will fade away the names in the graveyard. So unknown seaman inscription may be so wiped away only because of the wavers and fades. It was given in these lines. The last 4 lines are given here. So dead seamen gone in search of the same landfall, whether as enemies they fought or fought with us or neither, the sand joins them together, enlisted on the other front. Here we can find the pity of the dead person, dead soldiers. Okay, dead seamen refers to only the dead soldiers in the Second World War. So they went to that place in search of the same landfall. Landfall refers to one, that is to get the land. So to conquer the land, they went to one place, that too particularly to the Egypt. So here maybe we are not sure about the dead persons. They may be enemies to one another, or they may be group members in the same battlefield, or they may be the common people. We are not sure about this, whether they fought only in the same group or in the opponent group or in the unknown person who went there as a very normal common people. We are not sure about it. But here they have formed as a single group in the graveyard. So this is the only place we can find in the unity. So here they have the common name, that is, in the previous slide we have seen as unknown seaman. Here we can find a single common name for all the persons who died in the Second World War. So this is a very common thing. After the death, all the persons will come unite in the same place, that is in the graveyard. This is what they want to convey through this poem. So here we can find the themes, main themes behind this poem. The first one is the senselessness of warfare. Look at this. Warfare, we are doing many things in the war. So millions and millions people were died in the Second World War. Here the author is wanted to convey the senselessness of the warfare in the Second World War. because all the people, all the Roman people and the war soldiers were died only to fulfill the one person's wish to conquer the world. So because of that reason, millions and millions people were died. So this senselessness, after the death, nothing will get back. No, both the life and the money or this land. So there is nothing, because here we are very common, only in the same place. We are dead bodies. They have nothing in their hands. This senselessness they want to convey through this warfare. And next one, grief. From the first line to the last line, we can find the grief-stricken tone given by the poet. So all the dead bodies are sailing in the sea water as only the group of members sailing in the sea water. So we can find this dead bodies are moving only because of the foam in the sea water, not because of the lives in the bodies. So we can find from the first line to last line the grief-stricken words. So this theme is main point he conveyed through this poem. And the last one is finality of death. So fine version of the death is only this unifier of humanity. So when we are alive, we are very much fond to get this land, money, so anything else is only the wealth we want to get. But only the death will give us the unifier of humanity. Why we are what we are. So this unification was given in this poem. So we can find this death is a unifier of humanity. So that's all we can find in this poem, Beach Barrier. Thank you.